Gregor, just a week away from the opening game of the autumn matches against USA. How much are you looking forward to these 4 games?
Yeah, it's been a while for us as coaches since the summer tour, and for a lot of our group, the guys that went into the Lions tour, we've not worked with them since the Six Nations, so that's always an exciting period for us to get back with the group and have 4 weeks together and 4 big test matches.
In that intervening period between summer tour and now, you've signed an extension until the end of the World Cup. What was your thinking behind that decision?
Yeah, it just was a real pleasure, privilege to be able to stay on for another season. And it's an exciting time with the way the squad has grown over the last few years. A lot of players now are coming to their prime years. The group has played a lot of test matches together, and I love working with both the coaches and the players, and yeah, it's a huge privilege to be leading Scotland again.
11 players that were on the Lions coming into camp next week. I suppose that's testament to just how well they're doing and how the depth that you have now in the squad.
Yeah, we do have a lot of depth, and I remember at the time when the initial Lions squad was selected, we were delighted for the players selected, but we felt maybe there's 1 or 2 that could also have gone. And as the tour developed, players got called up, players like Ben White and Darcy Graham that were on our tour, and then at the end of the summer tour, other players got to wear the Lions jersey, and you can tell that's gave them a lot of confidence, gave them a lot of knowledge, working with the best in UK and Irish rugby, going up against Australia for 3 weeks and 3 test matches, and they're bringing that back to their performances at club level, and we know that that's going to add to our group.
You've named your squad. Consistency and cohesion seems to be a main theme of it. That seems to be something that's really important to you and something that you've tried to build over the last number of years.
Yeah, and look, we've had opportunities at times to bring younger players in. This summer tour, there were some uncapped players. The summer tour the year before, I think there was 11 uncapped players. So over the last couple of years, players outside the squad have had that chance to get into the group, but it's very competitive now. In certain positions, there's quality all the way through, and some very good players have missed out in this squad. But it shows you that if we do get injuries, which will happen this season, we've got quality players that will step up.
The USA game's outside the window, so does that represent a good opportunity for some of the other players in the squad to get an opportunity?
Yeah, well, it means that we can only select from the players at Glasgow and Edinburgh, and we have real depth and quality in both teams. So we'll see players that maybe haven't featured in the Six Nations to come in and get their opportunity. For us as coaches, it means there's going to be a lot of players in the squad, because our players playing in England and France are also going to be there for that week, even though they're not playing at the weekend. So yeah, it'll be fun times managing that group, but everyone is going to be pulling in the right direction to make sure the USA team is prepped and we're ready to go as well for the New Zealand game the following week.
And it could be a special autumn for a number of players that could make their first appearance in a Scotland jersey. Talk to me about them.
Yeah, look, we've got Liam McConnell, who's had a real breakthrough season so far for Edinburgh. One of the best under-20 players over the last few years. Plays with a lot of pride and passion in a Scotland jersey, and it's great that he's going to get an opportunity. We've really liked how he's developed his game, how he's working so hard off the ball. And another player at Edinburgh, and Harry Morris, well, every time he's played at any level, he's brought aggression, physicality. He's really worked hard on improving his set piece over the last couple of seasons, but we see him having that test match mentality, and he'll really add to our group. And obviously Alex Masibaka is in the squad, still an uncapped player, but he's now been involved in the last 2 campaigns, played really well against the Maori All Blacks, and has started the season very well for Montpellier. He brings something different. His explosive running, his power, and also his work rate are key attributes that can add to our squad.
The current Edinburgh captain, Magnus Bradbury, has been recalled. What stood out about him?
Yeah, Magnus has played really well now for a number of months. We talked to him before the summer tour because we felt his form was right up there with the best rugby he's played. He's grown into a leader over the last few years, now seeing that through his captaincy. He's physical, he's very fit, and he's got the experience playing at the highest level for a few years. So yeah, he's going to get an opportunity now, and it's great to have him back.
Steve Tanty been appointed the head coach of Wales, and you've replaced him with Lee Radford. What qualities is he going to bring?
Yeah, Lee's going to be his own man, which we'll love. He'll bring a real tough mindset to the defence, experience of having been a very good defender in rugby league, but also what he's achieved since moving into coaching, and in particular with Northampton over the last few seasons. I think our players will really warm to him. They'll want to defend well for him, and he's already been a great contributor to the coaching group. He likes a laugh, and he gets on really well with us.
The 100th anniversary of Murrayfield, we've released a new jersey. Does that just add to the kind of the build up to what's going to be a special autumn?
Yeah, you pull on history, the purpose of why you play for Scotland, and you give that extra effort when you put that Scotland jersey on, and just a reminder that it's now 100 years playing in that stadium, a wonderful stadium, and to play the All Blacks in a game to celebrate 100 years is going to be a special day.
In terms of the other opposition, that'll test us in other sort of unique ways that will help prepare us for the Six Nations.
Yeah, and look, USA finished the summer really strong, beating Samoa. They had a real competitive test against England. They're in the World Cup, so they're in a planning cycle to play as many top nations as they prepare for that tournament. Yeah, and we got Argentina, who have shown not just this season, but over the past few seasons, that they're one of the top teams in the world, beating New Zealand in the summer, beating the Lions, very consistent. They've got a lot of quality players in their squad, and they play a really good brand of rugby. And then you've got Tonga, who very physical and have some special individual players. Again, like the USA, will be keen to get a scalp of one of the top 10 teams in the world, and coming here is a big opportunity for them.
Lastly, in terms of the ticket sales for the autumn, we speak about it all the time, but over 50,000 for every game, Argentina close to a sellout, New Zealand already sold out. I mean, again, that just adds to the build-up and anticipation for these matches.
Yeah, it's amazing. And we pinch ourselves when we come into a Scotland squad to hear that news that games are going to be sold out, games are going to be nearly sold out. Last year at this time was amazing with the amount of people that turned up at the November tests. Similar again this year. So yeah, we really thank our supporters for the backing they give to the team. Not only just buying tickets, but their presence at the games, the energy they bring, it really lifts our squad.